What's up, everybody? And I'll be showing you some tips and tricks on Fortnite today. So, the camera quality, not the camera quality, but the camera position is a little better because I made like a tripod basically, so, which is good. But I'll mainly be showing you box tips for in-game if you're playing aggro, it usually works, or if you're rushing, or if someone's trying to rush you. These will work. So I've been seeing, I know this trick's popular to where you would either rush up like this, edit like this, and then try to take his wall, and then, or to drop down, or if you're on height, to drop down like this and and then you gotta take his wall. The only problem with this is if he knows, if he tagged you for a little bit, and he'll edit like this, he can do any edits, tag him like that, he can hit you. Also, if you stand right here on the stair like this, there's a high chance he'll edit you like this. Don't get me wrong, you'll have an angle too, but he'll know when you're ready to edit because he knows when he's ready to edit, so he's bracing for it. And so people have, like, you can be going against someone that has fast edits to where you only have enough reaction time to take care of it, and then they can edit like this to where they can't see you, but then they can jump up and then one tap you like that. So what I suggested doing is to keep the stair right here, but when you're breaking a wall, there's a way to where if you get the right angle, you can break the wall without them seeing you. You can either do that, or you can put a floor right here, put a wall right there, and a wall right here, and a wall right here, so they can't edit out and they can't like run away if you hit them. You can have the wall right here, and then you can try to take their wall, and then also you can use this strat to where if you hit their wall one tap, you go like this, jump up, and hit the wall a certain way to where if you're looking directly down, they can immediately get it. And then if they do edit like this, they're going to see around, if I go to do the strat, they're not going to see your head. They're going to see your feet. And that's if they get lucky. So you can easily take walls like that, and every time you rush someone with a box, I'm warming up, so my edits are pretty bad, but every time you rush someone that's in a box like this, you always want to place a wall right here. So, and if you want to be extra safe, a wall right here. So usually, because when people don't do that, I usually do this. Let's say there's no wall here, I'll edit outside and then just one pump them. Maybe not one pump, but I'll hit them for a lot. Same thing if they take my wall. I'll edit up like this and shoot them. So that's why you want to place the walls, and also you want to place one right here because they can't go through a wall or anything like that. So, and usually when you're in a box fight, you kind of want to have full mobility. So if you really need to, put floors all around the box so you can get around there easily. Now this is a trick my friend has been using and Clicks uses a lot. Is this trick? You break the wall. You don't try to take it. You try to put either a stair in it or your cone in it, and then you try to replace the wall. And if you don't replace the wall, you just have the cone in it. The only problem with this is that they're going to be like this. So the second the wall breaks, they could be holding the pump. But again, if you get the cone in fast enough, and usually people, when they see you, they'll jump up to shoot so they don't get hit. So if you put the cone in, they'll jump up and it'll mess up their aim. So once you have that in, you want to take the wall, which is risky, but you can still take the wall. And the second you take the wall, you can edit it in however you want. Just don't do any, and they're trapped in the box. So if they really want to, and they're in this box, and you take the wall and you try to edit in, and they don't want to fight, they have to edit like this way, and then they have to have a good reaction time to block it. which how good? I would say around a second if they get lucky. And they have to be good at editing. You can't have someone. So let's say someone edits like this. They would have to crouch behind this, go, and then put a stair behind them. So or they could put a cone that if they have fast edits, they can do not that, but put a cone and edit the cone a certain way. Or they could put themselves in a cone. But it'll be pretty hard. And if they do try to, and they can't edit up, if they do edit up, it's hard. They can't jump out unless they have the perfect angle. See, so even if you're in the box, you can probably tag them. Like, because they have to come from right here. So the second you open that wall, you're gonna be able to tag them if you have decent aim. So next box fighting trick I'm gonna show you is to use this little kind of like not really exploit, but it's not exploit or glitch. It just makes it hard for your enemy to hit you. Let's say your enemy has a wall, something like this, or they're playing aggressive and they're trying to take your wall. Now in that case, you would want to make a peanut butter edit and hold right here and jump up and hit a peak. But let's say they're like holding a peak right here, right? So let's say they have it, let's just say like this, and they're like peeking every now and then, and they still have the same motion, which I would recommend. You want to get to the smallest part where they can't see you, aim right here, and if you press your crouch button and shoot and press your crouch down button, it's gonna be hard for them to hit you. I don't do this trick a lot against my friends because it's sweaty. So you only really use this if you're in an actual 1v1 situation, or you're box fighting, or if you want to practice it in creative and your friends don't mind it. So this isn't a strat. This is just basically kind of like a play style to adjust you. But I recommend that you kind of try to play like a Bucky play style in box fights, as in not as how he like plays passive, but you want to try to take the peeks he does. So let's say you see him, or let's say you see your opponent, you want to try and practice your peeks on stuff like this, stuff like this, stuff like this. So that's another trick. And this season, since they removed the pump, you want to be fast, you want to have accurate, but now building and editing is the main season you need building and editing for. So I recommend putting your aim sense a little different than your look sense, and try to get your look sense a little higher than, your build and edit and look sense, but build and edit sense a little higher than your, than your aim settings, because your pump, if you're accurate with the charge, you can make it work. But then let's say you have to charge the pump up, you want to rush it, but you hit them, so you want to let's say they're right here on this corner and they're waiting for you. Put a wall, put a stair, put another stair, box them up like a fish. Maybe jump to the other side, have people at it, charge shotgun up, and shoot them. Those are some of the tricks that I've learned over time. And also, if you're just starting out with box fight, and you're losing a lot, that's just because you're not used to box fighting, especially if you play scrims a lot, and you want to play, and it feels like every time you box up, there's always someone trying to WK you. You gotta learn tactics like the ones I'm about to show you. So, like, some tactics for when someone's WKing you. Oh, before I do that, I forgot to mention this glitch. So there's a glitch where you can break this floor without having this cone. So you don't have to do this. That is irrelevant here. So it's way less risky, because if you're standing right here, they have to jump up, and usually when when you see them edit the first 4, you have enough time to get through. But if you do, you want to break to where, if you see this right here, and it's out of wood, which is the easiest, I would suggest. So if it's, try this mainly on people that are building out wood, and you can see the platform that these little things stick out when you edit this cone. So if you break those at a certain way, that's why. As you see, oh my god. Hold on, I gotta let this. And when you look at builds, it's hard to tell, but there's on this screen. But when you go over there, as you see, look at this one right here. It's dark, but look at this one. It's a little lighter. So when you're doing it, you can use that as your advantage. So if you, let's just say it's fully built and you're trying to do it. Let's say, and you really are trying to get it. As you see, it just turned right. Take the floor, then they'll be confused because they'll think you just took. So they'll see you breaking it. They'll try to edit their floor, and then they'll edit the cone, but they can't edit the floor, so they can't hold the cone as well. So easy take, and then so if you not a W key player and you don't like W keying that much, and you sit in a box instead, and someone does, oh god, this trick on you. First thought should be to edit a cone like this, either like this or have a stair edit like this. So stair edit will stop if you can, and especially if you can predict, this will stop exploiters. So if I go to launch my docs, I see this will stop me. So, but the reason you want the cone edit like this, I meant to put it like this, is to where, and you have decent edits, you can either edit like that fast, or you can break it like this. And if they do take your roll, and you can have it like this to where if you go to this lower part, they can't see you. And you don't have to leave your cone. You don't even have to leave the wall if they jump. You can. And if they're staying outside and you don't W key, but if someone rushes you, you can either edit these two up, put 2 cones right there. So if they do, and then you can edit the walls to where normally people will jump, but they can't jump. And but usually when you do that to people, they run away. So when you do that, this will be harder to do. This is for a higher level. But if you really are sweaty and you really are trying not to die, you can edit your windows. If you have fast enough edits in places, you can do this. Watch. But you have to be full sweat to do this. Like, you want to stay out the line of fire too. You want to stay like this to where you can press it, but they don't shoot. And boom, they're stuck here. They can edit their stair, but high chance you can usually edit on them like this. Oh my god, like this. Boom. Boom. Like, super easy, super simple tutorial on how to play the game easier. And there's this weird glitch I've been doing, but I've accidentally did, to where if you edit a certain way right here, and you keep editing like this, oh my god, what the hell? Okay. And you're pressing against it, or if you're standing like right here, you go straight through it, even though you technically should be edited to right here. Let's say you're standing right here, right? Yeah, you're going through. As you see, I was standing on it still, but I still went through. So that was a nice tutorial for today, and next one will be probably how to have pre-fire damage. Pre-fight damage, which it's only really W key, so if you don't like the W key, I wouldn't recommend watching the video. But see you next time in a different video. Bye.